For the master's class now, are you not?
Well, yes, obviously you can be in decline but still play okay. That's the tough part about the game. But here we are at Accuso Masterclass, another fantastic masterclass obviously coming up here. And I've got some questions from Twitter. Paul Aird has written in and said, when I'm screwing the cue ball back, I push the butt of my cue into my chest and it hurts. Okay? So Paul, don't do it. Moving on to Kenneth Foreman. Okay, what is the key to good long potting? Being able to hit the ball straight, Kenneth, is the most important thing. Before you start every practice session, a half an hour of hitting the cue ball up and down the spots to try and make sure you are hitting the cue ball in the middle. If it doesn't come back down over the spots, do it again. If after half an hour it doesn't come back down over the spots, do it more. The more you can hit the ball in a straight line, backwards and forwards, without putting side spin on, the more chance you have of potting long balls. Back to Paul. If you are moving your cue through and hit your cue into your chest and it hits your ribs, then perhaps try and hold the cue a bit further back, keep the bridge length the same, so effectively you've got a bit more room before you hit the shot, before it then hits your chest. Okay, Darryl McCarthy. I'm struggling to deliver the cue through in a straight line. Any tips on how to resolve this? Yes. Hit the ball up and down the spots. Okay. Put a piece of chalk on the top cushion there. Aim at the chalk. No side spin. Up and down the spots. Before you practice, before you play your session, do this for 2 hours every day. Reese Norton. Steve, how do you stop putting unwanted side spin on the cue ball? The most important thing to stopping putting unwanted side spin on the cue ball is hitting the cue ball up and down the spots. If you do this for 8 hours every day, you'll become a far better player. I cannot emphasise how important it is to be able to hit the ball in a straight line. Up and down the spots. The spots are there for a reason. They're in a line, okay? Up and down the spots. Do it properly, hit the cue ball in the middle, hit that chalk, up and down the spots. The top snooker players are the most boring people in the world because they spend 8, 10, 12 hours a day hitting the cue ball up and down the spots when they're a kid. If you can't hit the ball in a straight line, there is absolutely no way you'll be able to pot long shots, and also if you can't hit the ball in a straight line, you won't be able to put side spin on. Now, if I've got a chance tomorrow, we'll talk about side spin. But if you can't hit the ball in the centre, there's no point in practising anymore. Thank you, thank you.
That is, I would say, John Parrott, BAFTA award winning. Absolutely. I think it's the best Masters class we've ever had, isn't it?
Believe you me, if you hit the cue ball up and down the spots for 8 hours, you need a hobby. Because that is the most boring thing in the world to do. That is fantastic what he's done.
That was fabulously interesting from Mr.